So now we will see vertical navigation bar in CSS. So guys, basically having an easy to use navigation is very important for any website, and with the help of CSS you can transform the boring HTML menu into a good looking navigation bar, and this we are going to check with the help of examples as well by creating the vertical navigation bar using CSS. So guys, basically a navigation bar is nothing but it is the list of links, and we are going to create the unordered list inside which we are going to have the list of links which we are going to convert it into the vertical navigation bar using CSS. So guys, we will be using the UL, which means the unordered list, and the LI items to create a navigation bar. So guys, let us move to the VS Code over here, and simply I am going to remove the previous lines of code that we had written in the HTML and the CSS files over here. Now guys, simply what we are going to do is, as I have told you, we are going to use the unordered list over here. So we are going to have the UL tag, along with it we are going to have the LI items as well, which are the list items, and we are going to have 4 list items initially. So guys, as you can see, we have created the unordered list inside which we are going to have the 4 list items over here. And then guys, apart from this, we are also going to have 4 links inside all these list items. So we are going to have the A tag over here, and then for the href attribute, simply we are going to provide the hash character in this case for the test purpose. Now guys, let us provide certain link text over here. So first of all, we are going to have home, and then we have news, and then we have contact over here, and then we are going to have the 4th item, that is about in this case. So guys, basically we have defined the unordered list inside which we are having the 4 list items, and each list item is having the anchor tag which are having the different link text over here. So guys, let me just save this file now and try reloading this page on the browser. So as you can see, we have 4 links over here. Now guys, we are going to make use of the CSS file in this case, and we are going to use the different CSS properties in order to convert this list item into the vertical navigation bar over here. So guys, what we have to do is, inside the style.css file which is attached to this HTML file over here, first of all we are going to remove these bullet items in this case. So we are going to have the unordered list, that is the UL tag over here, and simply we are going to say list style type CSS property, the value should be none in this case. So guys, basically what will happen is these bullets will be removed from the web browser. So guys, let me just save this file now and try reloading this page on the browser. So as you can see, there are no bullets that are appearing inside this list. Now guys, let us remove the padding and the margin as well, that is present by default over here inside the UL tag. So simply we are going to provide padding and margin, it is equal to 0 pixels in this case. Let me just reload this page once again. So as you can see, there is no more padding and margin for the unordered list over here. Now guys, for these links, what we are going to do is we are going to remove the underline setup present over here. So simply we have to provide the li tag inside which we have the anchor tag over here, that is the A tag. So for this particular text, we are going to provide the text decoration for which the value should be none, so that the underline that is present by default for all the anchor text over here will be removed. So guys, let me just save this file now and try reloading this page. So as you can see, the underline from all the text is removed over here. Guys, let us have certain background color as well for this unordered list in this case. So what we are going to do is, inside the UL tag, simply we are going to say background color, and we are going to say the color will be black in this case. And for the anchor text, that is the A tag over here, simply we are going to set the font color as white, so that the text can be easily seen on the black color background over here. So guys, let me just save this file now and try reloading this page once again on the browser. So as you can see, we have the background color over here as black color, and the text color is now getting displayed with the help of a white color now. Now guys, since the UL tag is the block level element over here, and that is why the entire width of the screen is being taken over here. So what we can do is, simply we can define the width of, let's say, 100 pixels in this case. So let us check whether the 100 pixels width is enough or not. So let me just reload this page once again on the browser. So as you can see, we have a good vertical navigation bar over here. Now guys, let us provide certain padding as well to the li elements over here. So simply we are going to define the li tag in this case, and we are going to provide the padding of 10 pixels in this case, so that we have sufficient spaces around the li elements. So guys, let me just save this file now and try reloading this page. So as you can see, we have the sufficient spacing now around the text that are getting displayed over here. Now guys, what we are going to do is, when we get the mouse cursor on these elements, we want the background color to be updated so that the user comes to know that this is the particular link that he or she is going to click. So guys, what we are going to do is, over here on the hover, so guys, simply we are going to use the hover pseudo class over here. So on li, we are going to provide the hover element in this case, and for the a tag we are going to change the background color. So over here simply we are going to set the background color as red. So basically what we have done is, when we get the mouse cursor on the li element over here, the hover pseudo class will help us in order to set the background color of the anchor text as red color over here. So guys, let me just save this file now and try reloading this page once again on the browser, and when we get the cursor over here, we are getting the background color of anchor text as red color over here. Now guys, we want the entire li element to be having the background color as red color. So what we can do is, if we simply remove this a tag, so basically the entire li element should have the background color as red color over here. Let me just save this file now and try reloading this page once again on the browser. So now if you see, on the hover of the li element, the entire list element is now getting the background color as red color over here, and this is one of the important implementation as far as this vertical navigation bar is concerned. And guys, apart from this, let us say we are currently on this home page over here. So what we can do is, simply for this anchor tag with the home text, we are going to define the class as active over here, so that we come to know that this is the anchor tag which is active right now. So guys, let me just save this file now, and inside the style.css file, simply we are going to say the active class with the help of the dot character over here. We are going to define the background color. So guys, basically what we are saying is, the active link text should have the aqua background color over here, so that we can easily identify that which of the pages is active right now. So guys, let me just save this file now and try reloading this page once again on the browser. So as you can see, we have the aqua color over here for the anchor text. Guys, let us change the color over here so that it is displayed properly with the white color text over here. And also we need to provide this class to the li element in this case. So simply I'm going to remove the class from the a tag, and we are going to paste it for the li element over here. And for the active class, we are going to change the background color to, let's say, green color over here, which is a dark color, and it will go well with the text color that is white in this case. So guys, let me just save this file now and try reloading this page once again on the browser. So as you can see, we have the active page, that is the home page right now, and then the user can go to the other options over here. Now guys, apart from this, you can also see certain spacing on the left of this navigation bar and on the top of this navigation bar as well. So what we can do is, simply for the body tag, we can remove the padding and margin over here, which is one of the best practices. So guys, simply we are going to provide the body tag at the start of the CSS file, and simply we are going to say margin is equal to 0 and padding also is equal to 0 in this case. Let me just save this file now and try reloading this page once again on the browser. So now if you see, there is no more additional spacing on the left or on the top of this navigation bar, and simply we can increase the options of this navigation bar as well. So what we have to do is, inside the index dot, we can add more options over here. So guys, over here what we will do is, let's say we have photos as one option, and then videos as another option, and then we have languages as well. So guys, basically we are defining more options inside our vertical navigation bar, and the last option is sitemap over here. So guys, basically we have around 8 options in this case inside our vertical navigation bar. Let me just just save this file now and try reloading this page once again on the browser. So as you can see, this is a very good looking vertical navigation bar that we have created, and based on your project requirements you can also create similar kind of vertical navigation bar just by using the unordered list and the list items over here. And apart from this, these are the CSS properties that we have used inside the style.css file in this case. So guys, comment in the comment section below whether you have learned something out of this video. Please make sure that you like this video so that it reaches to more people, and subscribe to this channel so that you get the notifications on upcoming videos as well. The next video that we are going to talk about is a horizontal navigation bar in CSS. So stay tuned.